program is brought to you by FanDuel, where we give sports fans the chance to win every day.
Pelicans win 104-95. Me and Lido Sunday night. I know y'all got Seahawks Rams right now going down the wire. Looks like there's 3 minutes left, and wow, looks like Los Angeles will be getting the ball back. So that will be interesting. Make sure you smash the like button. We got a lot to talk about, Lido. Before we do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. As always, it's sponsored by the Scott Vicknair Injury Law Firm. Let's do it.
First took away. Gas for this. Get your money's worth now.
All right, Lido, a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about John Morant. We're going to talk about the Pelicans' huge win. Let me rephrase. It's not a huge win. It's not a huge win. It's the best win of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna go on like this. Hands down, best. Because here's the thing, Leo, the Spurs are fully healthy. You dominated for a good 3 quarters, and then had a total meltdown from rookies, from Trey Murphy getting teed up, from rookies getting teed up, from being down, from blowing a 19-point lead, being down 5, and then coming back and closing out one of the best teams in the league in crunch time, Leo. What was, I guess, where do you want to start? You want to start with Zion? Because I think we got to lead off with Zion.
Let's do it. Let's talk about
Zion. Because look, I've been giving a lot of shit over the last couple months.
Nah. Don't start that way.
No. It's deserving. I'm more than fine. I just want to break this down, Lido, because people see Zion Williamson put up 28, 29, 30 points and had 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And I continuously say, and you as well, that's not enough. If you're a supermax guy, you got to fill up the box score. I'm talking points, rebounds, assists, deflections, blocks, whatever you want to do. Tonight was a night where he filled up the box score, and because of his activity, they won the game. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, was great down the stretch, made great reads. His energy level on both ends of the floor were completely night and day. They have been over the last 2 games. What's like the most impressive thing you're seeing from Zion over these last couple of games?
I can't speak over the last couple of games. I can tell you tonight he was engaged. Tonight he was engaged. He was aggressive. He was aggressive. 18 shots. You know, you typically go back since October, it's been 14 or 15 shots a game. That I know it's difficult getting 18 shots because a lot of those are him getting knocked to the floor, falling down. He plays a lot like Dwayne Wade, right? But it's minus the free throws Dwayne used to shoot. Just the style. I'm not saying he played like D-Wade. I'm just saying the slashing style, getting to the rack. It's intriguing in him to play the style that he played. And what's up, Chris? And
what's up, Chris?
Be engaged defensively. It looks like every time he plays against Wemby, he takes it personally. He looks like a person who thinks that he's better than Wemby. He played tonight like he thought that he was better than Wemby. Every time they get together, it's some signature moment where he's dunking on Wemby.
He did it earlier this, I think the first matchup.
Yeah, in the first game at home. First game,
game.
it was Vert. First game was all Vert. This one he hesitated and drove by him and dunked it. And he had Wemby standing like he was in quicksand. It was impressive, man. I like the 10 rebounds a lot. I like the 10 rebounds a whole lot.
What do you like? What do you like more, field goal attempts or rebounds?
Man, I don't want to separate 2 bad bitches. I want the bad bitches to be together. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to keep them on the same playing field. I like them both a lot. You know what I'm saying? I like for each of them to keep joining the party.
That was one of the best analogies I've ever heard from you. Chris, welcome to the show. That was impressive, Lido. Chris, we're talking Zion. What have you seen different over the last couple games from Z? A lot more energy, a little more springy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the rebounding helps. I think not being sick helps. Back-to-back games, I don't think it's a coincidence that 10 rebounds, 11 rebounds. Like, I think the game is just different for Zion anytime he decides to invest himself into doing the other shit on the floor. It's like if and we've been talking about this since like year 2 with him. And for Trey, year 1, right? You are transitional nightmares, threats, specifically when both of y'all are on the floor, as well, right? And if you're Zion, you know how much of a head start you need. You know how much you much rather get an opportunity to have the basketball versus a defense that's not set versus a half-court defense that's waiting on you. Like Zion does a lot of damage there, whether as a passer or whether as a creator. So why not just go get the ball? Just go grab the ball, just go grab the ball, and everything else, all those energy plays, everything else will come. Like some players, like, they have different ways of getting the rhythm. For some guys, it's like a layup. Zion, his best energy plays, I think his rhythm comes in transition when he can run. That's where the rhythm comes, because that's what's natural to him. There's not a jumper, there's not a safety shot that he could take, a go-to to say, this is what I'm doing to get myself back on track. No, his is those energetic plays, those coast to coast, those type of plays. That's what gets him going on the floor, I think. And the best way to make minimum plays happen is just grab the fucking rebound. And he, past 2 nights, that's what he's done.
Back to your bad bitches analogy, Lito. I was gonna, one thing.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that because is it a coincidence, as Chris just perfectly described, and what I've been trying to say for about 3 years now, is that if you're not getting your shot attempts and you're not getting the ball, the best way to go get the basketball is to go rebound. You get 10 rebounds tonight, you get 18 field goal attempts, and you get 5 trips to the free throw line. Do those go hand in hand with Zion?
They don't, but they should. Like that's
bad bitch. Bad.
They should. You're not getting the ball past you, you rebound it. You're not getting the ball past you, steal the ball. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting the pass down to you, beat your man on the floor. It's different ways to get the ball. But I was gonna say tonight, one thing I did notice is that I don't know if this is a schematic thing between Borrego, or if this is something that Zion is doing on his own. I feel like he got the ball a lot more today in space. There were a lot less post-ups. I don't think there were very many post-ups at all. It was a lot more diving on his part, and I saw a couple Iverson cuts. It was a lot of Zion moving.
What?
Really?
Miss Chris?
No. I mean, you mentioned cutting and moving and Iverson cuts. Like, you mean to tell me like this team can, like, when they decide to, can find a way to get easy buckets?
It's crazy, man. I tweeted that.
Easy buckets against Victor Wembanyama too.
Not even that.
Team.
Not even that. Easy buckets for Zion. like something you've been asking for 7 years. Like, get the man an easy bucket.
Let me ask y'all something. It's weird. Like, the Pelicans got the Spurs number?
No.
What?
No.
Are you sure?
Time out.
No.
The Spurs.
They beat them like the last 5. Huh?
No way.
The Spurs.
Wait,
you saying the Spurs beat the Pelicans the last 5?
Chris,
wait.
We didn't beat them at home.
Ahead. Hold on. Before we get carried away.
Okay.
Look, the Pelicans have 11 wins. Okay, so like,
I was about to say, what number you call it, partner?
I'm a be.
You talking over like the last 5 years?
But what I'm asking is like, okay, when they played in December, the Pelicans lost by 3, right? The game in November was close. The game, the original game went in overtime, and they should have won. Let me rephrase it. I thought they beat the Spurs again another game. I apologize, y'all. But what I'm asking is, like, this seems to be, for whatever reason, a team that the Pelicans, for as bad as they are, seem to match up well against. Because all the games, for the most part, have been close. Like, all of them. No matter who's been out there, and it's been games without Zion, it's been games with Zion, games. I think, I don't remember if Wemby missed one of the games. The lineups have been kind of all over the place, but all the games have been close. Okay.
Can I extend your point though? Can I nuance it somewhere else?
First of all, like if we gonna run this show properly, I'm gonna need you to not say nothing about extend. You just gonna say it again?
Hold on, I got you.
You just gonna
say? Did you add that? Leo, that's a
like if I asked you, if I said, "Hey, would you mind the point right now?" What would you say?
I say, what's the point are you making?
Okay.
Because I'm a professional. I don't pause.
You professional.
I don't do all that. I don't do all that.
Yeah.
It's 2026.
Okay. We just going willy-nilly with extending the points. I mean, we just, you extend the point. You extend the point. Everybody extending points. All right, go ahead.
Just no accountability. This show's falling off the rails.
I don't do all
That's
that.
Crazy.
Bro.
No, Chris, you let him get away with the whole thing that he couldn't pause. He doesn't pause the show anymore. You let him get away with that. Like, I blame
It's
you.
my fault. You know what? You know what? That's because
starts at the top. You know what? It's my fault. You know what? It's my fault.
It's your fault. It's your fault, right?
It's my fault. You're right. Absolutely, it's right.
Now if I could make my point, guys.
Your extended point, yes.
I will say if you're asking me, I will say I think that Zion has Wemby's number.
Explain.
What's the record?
Yeah.
The record doesn't matter. The Spurs are the better team.
Now it don't matter.
No, the record doesn't matter. Well, you said they had the Spurs. I didn't say as a team they had the number. I'm saying from a games perspective, like Zion.
Damn. Wait, time out, Lito. Chris, I'm gonna cut him off. In Zion Williamson's last 4 games against Victor Wembanyama, 25, 9, and 5.
So, are you willing to say, if I can extend your point, are you willing to say
that
the point, Chris? Zion has Wemby's number?
Come on, Justin. Come on.
Well, there's definitions here. There's level. No, there's levels to this.
This shit,
is it just?
Because we gonna say it. Just say it.
Putting stats up against Victor Wembanyama?
I'm not saying the Pelicans winning. I can't say the Pelicans winning. I'm saying he got.
This is
all right. Hold up.
Hold up. I gotta hold you up for a second. I can't stand this shit. Because I'm not a Zion hater. I want him to be better. There's a difference, Jackets, okay? He should be better. Like what he did tonight impacts winning. His 26, 3, and 3 stat lines don't impact winning. His 25, 10, and 5 stat lines impact winning. I like winning. I want to see the Pelicans win. When Zion does that, the Pelicans win. When he doesn't, they don't win. It's very simple. Go ahead, Lito.
Jackets, I'm with you. Justin, Zion here.
Yeah, fuck me. You're right.
I feel like I didn't say nothing. I feel like every time they get together.
Birthday, 5.
Happy birthday, 5.
Happy birthday, 5.
Happy birthday.
It's actually happy birthday, 5. Thanks, bro.
It's actually happy birthday, 5. Everybody know who birthday tomorrow is?
Yeah, I know. A Zion hater.
The Zion hater.
The Zion hater. Happy early birthday, Jermaine.
Like, yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Go, like, back to back. What's the odds on that? This all was me?
Whoa.
And then our kids are back to back too, which is even probably crazier that I said that.
Because the birthdays back to back, that's a problem. That's you never. We can't do the golden eye. Like what?
I can't co-sign that, big brother. But I ain't mad at you for what you do. I ain't mad at you for nothing you do.
Wow.
Hey, anyways, as I was saying, before
strict around here.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Yeah,
Kyle, I always see you in the comments. Hey, Kyle, I like the back and forth you and I have in the comments. I appreciate you, but happy birthday to you, Kyle.
Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Working on the soundboard.
Yeah.
Yes, Justin. Yes, I can't say that.
Wait. We got it here, dog. You just been updating shit in here, and they tell me.
Yeah, I was guys. I'm sorry this off the rails. I have a question for you, Lito. At what point did you update the soundboard, and when did you find the time to do all this stuff?
Justin,
when did you find the time?
Me and girl potted on Friday. Yeah, find a little time, you know. Hey, you got. Got a gong in there.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. It's
gonna get changed. Nah. See that? Nah, that's the default. That's the default. I didn't put that in there. That's the default.
I'm sure people listening right now are just thrilled.
You got to get the Undertaker. Like, really?
Y'all niggas worship him.
This is a lot.
Yeah. Oh man, we having a great time. We're
gonna get to a bunch of those are good comments. Go ahead, Lito.
Yes, thank you. Finally. Goddamn.
Hold on. One more thing.
What you got, bro?
Dog, the Pelicans won, bro. Like, what we doing? Like,
Shout out to Smokey.
No.
I mean, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing? Why?
I would kick open the door to the Oval Office and I would chop that motherfucking desk in half.
Okay. All right. Stop.
All right, I'm done.
I was ready to cut the cane, but all right, go ahead.
No.
I mean,
there's 258 people in here. You good guy.
Yeah.
Right, listen.
Welcome home.
258 people. Welcome, man. I want to talk about that too, man. But listen, man. I think again, Zion raises his levels to where Wemby is in a matchup, bro. Like he really takes that shit personally. I mean, and Justin, my point was the reason why I was saying that. Of course, the Spurs are going to get the wins because they got a better team. But people. Would you consider Wemby a generational defender?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So for Zion to get to his points so easily on him, not points on the board, but points on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is what pisses me off. So why not have that same mentality against every single NBA player when you show up every single night? Act like it's Victor Wembanyama every single night, and this guy's a first-team All-NBA player. Like that's the frustration with Zion. That's my frustration. I know how good he can be.
They ain't Wemby. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe he don't raise his level.
But like if you can raise your level against Victor Wembanyama, it's not like you're raising your level against like I don't know Luke Cornett. If you raise your level against Victor Wembanyama, then you have something special there. Now imagine if Zion pieced that together the rest of the year. What does that look like? It might be a little too late.
Maybe they need to walk around with somebody on the team need to walk around with a Wembanyama mask. I don't know. So. Like, I don't know.
Can we speak of a dude that has shown up, especially in the month of January, is Trey Murphy, Chris. He's doing things. He had that corner three tonight.
I think 17. I'm sorry, Justin.
He hit that corner three tonight. I thought he was fantastic in crunch time. It looks like he's getting more and more comfortable. Chasing the ball, P&Rs, reading. I think he had a possession tonight where late in the fourth chases it off Yves, comes back on a boomerang screen, doesn't get anything, gets back off of it. Yves gets it, and then into another dribble handoff, and to where he attacks it, goes downhill, and hits a little 5-foot floater over Wembanyama. And I'm just talking about the patience, the way he reads it, the way he's reading screens. He's back, he's going back door, he's curling, he's flaring, he's doing a lot of different things, and you just are seeing his game evolve. But Chris, we talked about it. I think that like final step or one of the final steps for Trey is that crunch time takeover, and tonight he was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, and for a dude that didn't have a good night,
right.
It was so I gotta go back, but he had a putrid night. Was it against Houston or it was a couple of games ago? He couldn't find anything. And sometimes with Trey, it's like if the offense isn't going, it's hard for him. He may struggle to find ways to impact the game. And it was a Pistons game, I think. I don't know. Whatever game it was. He didn't play well. But 6 for 19 against the Pistons, but didn't rebound well, wasn't able to, to facilitate. The Grizzlies game, 9 for 15, 33, right? Great game. But then tonight started off again, didn't shoot the ball well. Didn't end the night shooting well at all, but had 9 assists. Has 6 rebounds. So, and he closed the game. I think before that, there was a game against Brooklyn where he had a pretty good, well-rounded game, but he ended that game with like the last 3 or 4 defensive rebounds. Just got the ball, closed the game at the free throw line. Like those things, because closing might look different depending on your matchup and depending on what's asked of you, who you out there with. Closing might be at the free throw line. Closing might be shooting the ball. It might be a clutch stop. It might be free throws. And I think Trey is kind of now he's starting to see, okay, he's taking more and more shots. He's getting an uptick in shot attempts. He's leading the team in shot attempts more and more nights. Like now he's starting to see a plethora of ways to where in his career, Trey closing the game would be spotting up, or will be a dunk, or be something in transition or a putback. Now it's I'm controlling this in a bunch of different ways. And I think just him continuing to grow into whatever role, like each aspect of this shit start, from last year, that's what's good to see. And night to night, the Grizzlies Trey and this Trey, two different people, but were really impactful and important in the game.
Well said, Chris, because you're right. He did struggle tonight, but when the game was tight and it's a tie game with 3 minutes left, Trey Murphy hits a step back three. Next possession hits that 7-foot pull up over Victor Wembanyama, and then gets a defensive rebound, which leads to a dunk from Yves Missi on a Trey Murphy assist. So right then and there, the 4 straight possessions, 3 offensive, 1 defensive. That's how you impact games. And I just love the evolution, Lito. And I know you and Jared joke about it, but y'all really did. Y'all went to a game, whatever it was last month, and said you got to shoot more. I don't care how many times you shoot. Well, Lito, he shot. He was 7 of 22 tonight.
22.
7 of 22, right? He's 7 of 22. Are you mad at that?
Nope.
Exactly.
This is the first game where he shot 20 shots where he didn't get. This is the first game where he shot 20 plus shots and didn't get 40. The first game where he shot 20 plus and didn't get 40. I'm gonna live with them odds. I'm talking about career wise. Like I'm gonna live with those odds. Yo, let that brother shoot the basketball, bro. He
Well, hold on.
I lied.
Are you a lefty clapper, Chris? Are you a lefty clapper?
I really don't like the way that the question's asked to me, but but it's before your birthday. I mean, it's before your birthday, so I'm gonna let it. I've never heard that before. I didn't know people.
You clap with your left hand?
I never knew that was a thing. I thought people just put their hands together.
Yo, Justin
right to left.
Justin be potting like he Rain Man. Justin be making the most simple shit complicated, bro. How would you say that?
That's a thing, though. That's the thing, though. People got like
lefty clapper.
Some people go left to right to left.
Why does he keep saying that?
I go right to left.
What is happening?
See what you did? See what you did?
What is going on?
Okay, so I ain't tripping, huh? I ain't tripping. Are you a lefty clapper? What does that mean?
You're a lefty clapper.
Just stop asking me that, dog.
No, you see, this is the shit that pisses me off. Lito is allowed to just go, just run around and go crazy.
I checked him. Listen. I slowed him down. He was speeding. What he said to me earlier?
Extend the point.
Extend the point.
Exactly. We spent 5 minutes talking about him extending the point.
It's my fault. You know what? I'll look at the film. I'll get better. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's all I can do.
I don't even know if this is a freaky pod.
A game of golf. Like, does it matter? Does it matter what side you clap? Like, I mean, what? Like,
talk about birdies next. All right, man. Trey Murphy had 9 assists. The shot wasn't falling. You just said this about Zion, right? About the rebounding. Like, how do you keep yourself in the game when your shot isn't falling? It's multiple areas of basketball that consist in the game. You points, rebounds, assists, defense. Trey Murphy, 17 points, ended up with 17 points. He was still. This is how decent his game was. He was 7 of 22, but was still a plus 13. I know you don't like plus minus, Justin, but in points, in situations where a shot isn't falling, it's still other ways to, in my opinion, obviously besides watching the game. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, Clay.
Leo, do you think I want to talk about the plus minus thing for a second, because I think a lot of people go to that and like just automatically plus minus, right? And like there are 4 other people on the court, right? Do you like that stat? Like, do you think it? I don't. Do you think it's a fair stat? I guess.
So this is my thing. After a game, it's not to me the highest.
I'll do a lineup of plus minus. The lineup plus minus makes sense to me, not an individual.
Lineup of plus minus, but I will say, can I get, if we gonna talk about an 82 game of plus minus, like a season worth of plus minus, I think you take that into account. But I can't like a game
That's
of
fair.
it. No, I'm not living and dying on a game of plus minus.
Okay.
I was just saying that in a
That's
point
fair.
of he's 7 for 22 and he was still a positive. Usually, if you looked at someone 7 for 22, that shit would be like, you know what I'm saying, like a -3, even though they won the game. But
right, no, that's fair. That's fair.
So,
but yeah, man. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm about to say I like plus minus when it supports my point. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, that's fair. Someone who didn't have a plus minus tonight, Jordan Poole, Chris, a DNP. DNP tonight. And I mean, we're obviously gonna talk Ja, but is this the beginning of the end?
Trade on the way, perhaps.
Like seriously, Chris, a $31 billion player getting a DNP.
Trade on the way, perhaps.
That's gonna go.
We get I mean, I like
Right,
what S5 would say. You know, as he can put his little tinfoil hat on, right?
Something's afoot.
Birthday 5. Something's a little fishy. We get this news earlier today about Ja. We get these trade details, and your $30 million man, he's not playing, and he's healthy.
And all of a sudden, Jose Alvarado just randomly came back.
He just randomly just spawned back. Just like didn't even know he was questionable, like no doubtful, nothing. Just all of a sudden he's ready to play. You know, hey, how many minutes Herb Jones played today?
Oh, he played 28. Can we talk about Herb Jones, please?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to talk Jordan?
No,
sure.
I don't.
No.
I mean, he ain't play. It was nothing to talk about.
But the question is, Lito, hold on. I gotta have a little funny. Hold on. The question is, Lito, why didn't he you're focusing on the wrong thing. He just randomly didn't play after the news that we got today. That doesn't look a little spooky to you? Just a little spooky.
Jones.
What did Jordan Poole do his last game?
I don't know, but what I do know is that he did this against Houston.
It stops. You see the numbers. And take it away. Get it out. Jordan Poole coming up. And that's not the time of the game that you pick.
You know, you a Jordan Poole hater because that was he clearly lost the ball on that layup.
That was that.
Clearly.
Lito, Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something?
No, I won't talk about Herb Jones. I don't have it.
We'll talk about Herb Jones. Let's stay on this for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to Herb because I got Herb and Missi we got to talk about. Chris report today. I'm sorry, Lito report today. We'll go to Chris here a second. From Scoop B saying there was a trade proposal between the New Orleans Pelicans and Memphis Grizzlies. The Pelicans were going to give up DeJounte Murray and Jordan Poole.
Mm-hmm.
The Grizzlies would have given up Ja Morant and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. But then, allegedly, Memphis asked for a first-round pick, and they did not care if it was protected or not protected. Pelicans said no.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Leo, that doesn't mean no final answer. That means no, not right now. To me, I do. What initial thoughts on the trade? Would you have accepted that? Would you have not? And then what do you think happens here in the next week or so?
All right, so I'm going to give you my whole thought process. Initially reading it, I found it funny that now there's a baseline on when to give up a pick and when not to. Like, initially when I read that shit, I was like, oh, now we have standards on when a pick can be given up. However, I do like that they didn't include the pick. I do like that. I do like that they stood firm on not sending the pick. But I think eventually Ja is going to be a Pelican.
And will the Pelicans have to give up a first-round pick? Protected or unprotected, doesn't matter.
I think that's where the Missi trade will come in. But I'm sure we'll talk about that at some point.
Okay. Chris, initial thoughts on the trade proposal and does something get done?
It just makes all the sense, man. I'm for all the chaos. I'm for all the nicknames. I'm for all the fun. I mean, look, I don't know what the fuck it means. Neither of these guys play basketball games, and I'm talking about Zion and Ja. They both have interesting off the court reputations. You know, both you could ask or argue how much better they've gotten since they entered the league. You know, but they're both electric talents, man. Huh?
Stats said they both got worse, Chris.
So then you put them together, you know, and like I don't know, but it's New Orleans, though. Like, yeah, man. I mean, I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, if you got a chance to make that happen, especially at this cost, because that's the thing. Regardless how you feel, like I've been saying for years, I'm not a big Ja Morant fan as a basketball player. I'm not, but you can't turn down the opportunity to get a talent of this level at his age and your New Orleans for that price or anywhere close to it. Because like, look, I don't feel like arguing with people in the chat, but if you was on X, you seen what I offered, you know, or what else I'd be would have.
Oh,
am I here? Okay, yeah. Like you saw what I'd be willing to give up a little bit more than just the first.
I thought this pod was going off the rails.
What you mean?
Because I had to catch myself because Chris, I realized what Chris was saying, but I realized it too late because he said like if you was on X, and I was thinking like, no mind.
Yeah, I was willing. I'm willing to give up a little bit more than just, you know, a certain player, a certain guard that's on the team right now. But I don't want to argue right now. You know,
can we? No, let's argue about it. I don't know. I ain't see the tweet. Me explain it to me like I'm 5. I ain't see the tweet.
Michael Scott.
Because like salary / expiring deals just don't seem a lot. It don't seem like it's a lot. Now, I mean, and I feel like there's gonna be some kind of Pelicans tax. It gotta be. It's gonna be some kind of Pelicans tax.
But it's the Grizzlies. It is the Grizzlies, Chris.
What that mean, Justin?
Like, I feel like you gotta overpay a team. Like, they're already a small market anyways. I don't think you have to overpay to get Ja here.
I mean, you're talking about I would say a better ran.
Well, no, you don't have to overpay. But what did Trey Young go for?
I mean, you say a Pelicans tax. Like, what would what you're saying Pelicans tax, would it be a first round pick?
Yes.
I mean, think about, like, if you're giving up I'm guessing it'd be a 2027 first round pick, right? You can't offer 2026.
And there it is. Thank you. Same situation, same player, right? Think about, bro, it's crazy. Shout out to my dog, Tennessee. I was thinking about this earlier. Boogie came in immediately and started putting no limit cash money paraphernalia on t-shirts on the timeline. Ja would be entrenched in the shit. You talk about putting people in seats. I'm not telling you Ja's a perfect player, but you want to put people in the seat. You want to be entertained, right? Like, you want entertainment? Yeah.
It'd be fun.
It would be fun. And Lido, so when Cousins got traded, I was just looking at, like, I wonder what Cousins was doing, like, before he got traded. He was only putting up 27 and 10. Shoot 35% from deep. That's crazy. Like, the Pelicans actually made a really good trade. It just didn't pan out.
And you know what?
The talent's there with Ja, though. The talent's there with Ja. Like, you gotta go get him.
You should. That's funny. You should also ask. You should also ask if Zion and Ja together is the duo that brings the best out of each other.
Yeah, it does. I think they would. I think it would excite. Like, I think Zion Williamson would be excited to play with Ja Morant. I really do think that, and I think Ja Morant might find like a new home here. He is. We talked about this. He's always here during the summer, right? Or he runs that camp out of Mac 35 in the summer.
Yeah.
Like, he's always doing stuff around the community. Like Ja likes New Orleans. It would be fun. Like, I would go to a game. You would get more people in the arena. You would get more attention from national media about Ja and Zion. And God forbid, say they get traded and he comes back, 3 weeks from his injury, and they win a couple games down the stretch, and you build that momentum going into the offseason. Who knows?
I think it's gonna happen.
I think so too. But like Chris, like if you can get off both Poole and Murray, I actually have somewhat of hope.
That doesn't seem like maybe I'm just too pessimistic. I'm waiting for the other shooters. There's no way. I just don't feel like that there's a way that happens. Like Atlanta moving Trae Young for the reason that they did or the way that they did, they can do whatever the fuck they want right now because their team without Trae can still be competitive and they got somebody's pick next year. So they can do whatever they want in getting off of that contract, and they still got a veteran piece, and a specialist to help them if they're going to be a playoff team, whatever that is. Well, for Memphis, like that's the best that you can get is DeJounte and Jordan Poole. And both and Jordan Poole and DeJounte Murray as individuals are talented, both in their own right, but they're not going to be long-term building blocks for Memphis, right?
I don't know if that's necessarily what they're after. I don't know if they're after a long-term building block.
So, okay, if they're not, is that the best? I find it hard to believe that that's the best that they can get on the market, but maybe it is. And if it is, but even the fact that we're here is promising.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you think that CJ McCollum was the best that Atlanta could have got for Trae Young?
Ooh.
CJ and Kispert?
Yeah, you think that for Trae Young, who's
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because of Trey's reputation, because of the fact that people said before he got traded, there wasn't a big market for him. He's an undersized guard. He's not impacting winning the way that he did a few years ago. Doesn't defend. Needs the ball a lot of usage. Yeah. I mean, I could see that.
I really don't.
Kyle.
Yeah. Then you got to monitor. You got to monitor that situation too.
If that's the pick,
if you don't give up a draft pick.
That pick traded. Don't worry about that. That pick out of here, brother.
Wait a second.
What? That pick is sitting in Joe's pocket right now, burning a hole in his pocket. That pick is dying to get out of Joe Dumars' pocket.
Y'all think Jeremiah feels like Project Pat?
He can learn.
Think you're a fan of you think you're a fan of Glorilla?
He can learn.
Think you like barbecue?
Beale Street, nice.
What about the blues?
Again, Beale Street.
Think there's some Key Glock in his Apple Music?
Now you're talking to me. Yes, indeed. I know you got some Dolphin there.
Sadly, though.
All right. Listen. For anybody who has followed me for as long as this pod has been around, I'll trade anybody, bro. I ain't gonna never tell you such and such is untradeable. I think everybody's tradable. So you put a number in front of me, you slide that number across the table. I'm gonna tell you. You.
Would you rather trade the Milwaukee pick or Jeremiah Fears?
Jeremiah Fears.
Oh.
Because I put Jeremiah Fears on the timeline. You can't trade Jeremiah. Are you crazy?
This is what you got to do, Chris. You got it. I'll trade anybody.
You would give up Jeremiah Fears, DeJounte Murray, Jordan Poole for Ja Morant and KCP?
In a heartbeat.
What are you asking me?
But I'm asking.
I'm asking for the debate. I'm repeating it. I'm
sorry.
But look, Justin, I'm asking. I'm asking.
Repeating
it. My bad.
For educational and research purposes, would you rather the Milwaukee swap or move?
Me personally,
man,
I'm bringing a talent in. I'm bringing a talented player in, and KCP for what his worth, man.
Is KCP that bad? I really don't follow.
Look like he found a shot.
Did he? How many years is Contagious Paul?
KCP likes to be in winning situations, dog. I don't think he's ever played well in team with even though he didn't play that well with Orlando last year.
So he was shit the bed last year.
Yeah, but
he was bad last year. Yeah. So he's 3 years. So he's only got shit. He's got this year and next year. Then he's unrestricted.
But see, I see people in the comments.
Need to go back to Denver.
People in the comments
Bruce
are
Brown.
Y'all need y'all would trade, Fears. And again, it's context to the situation. And for me, again, I'm willing to listen to a trade about anybody. Me, not speaking for Chris or Justin, me. Nobody in my world is untradeable. Nobody. You make me an offer for my dog right now, I'd put that motherfucker outside. I love.
Which one?
Oh, you know I'm talking about.
I already know.
Yeah. What?
That's not a question. No, he doesn't. Yankee hats aren't allowed.
Nah. I got no Yankee hats, bro. I do not like the Yankees. Been to a bunch of Yankee games though.
Because you live in New York?
I did for like a hot 3 weeks.
A hot what?
3 weeks. Then it started snowing. I had to come home. I'm not built for riding the subway. It's not for me. I understand people live out there like that. As my cousin, I was like, dog, how we getting to work? Yeah, we go catch
the subway.
I'm going back on. Don't worry about that.
Lito Lala's got a question for you.
What's the deal? What's the deal? That's my whole approach to everything in life. Lala, what's the deal? What you offering?
So Yves Missi tonight. Speaking of another, speaking of another alleged trade player, was pretty damn good tonight. I love the way he closed the game. But Chris, we'll start with you first. I mean, we could talk a little bit about the Spurs game, but are you surprised Dumars and Weaver making Missi available, and for the alleged rumor of Missi for Benedict Mathurin switch with the Pacers?
I mean, they gotta find a way, Justin, to capitalize on anything that they have with potential, especially if they don't have like a future for them, a clear understanding of like what their plan is going to be for them. You got to capitalize on it. So Saddiq Bay, Yves, like, and
but why Yves? I get Bay, but why Yves? Showing promise, works hard.
Well, because I don't think that. Do you think he can play next to either or Zion and or Derek Queen consistently?
No.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because if you're a Zion optimist, you believe Zion's gonna finish his contract here. And if you don't think so, and you think Zion's gonna be out, and you think Derek Queen is still like a big part of the future, well then you're gonna need a center to share minutes with him, and Yves is gonna be the guy, right? But you telling me that you don't think, or you can't project them working well together. And if you don't, it's like Jackson Hayes-ish.
Uh-oh.
They're not the same player.
Defend it. No, Chris. Defend it, Justin.
Reese's way better player than Jackson Hayes.
Remember that
way
year.
Better. No.
Remember that year. That year Jackson. No, hold on. Remember that year Jackson was at the full?
Don't do this.
Everybody was like, we unlocked something with Jackson Hayes. I remember this.
He was shooting quarter threes.
Yeah. Like man, like Jackson at the four is the answer, right? And it was either Nikhil or Jax was gonna go at the trade deadline to get CJ. Everybody was like, well, I don't know. You got to trade now. And shout out to my dog Kai. Shout out to my dog Kai. Me and Kyle was like, you trade Jax. You do not believe in this right now.
Wait, include me in that. Don't do that. You too. I always been
do not trade. It was do not trade Nikhil. Trade Jax. Nobody want to listen. Keep him. And then he ends up walking 2 years later or 2 seasons later for nothing and becomes a Laker. Because you didn't sell high on this inconsistent, guy who tonight gave you 10 and 14, young player, and the next night he gonna give you 3 and 4.
That's a good point.
I will say Missi rebounds a lot better than Jackson Hayes does.
Missi plays basketball better than Jackson Hayes.
Missi 100%, and Missi will figure it out.
He will.
Missi will figure it out.
He is.
But he's not going. But the Pelicans ain't gonna give him the leeway, the time, the development. They're way past that now to see what he looks like at year 4. It won't happen.
I didn't. Sorry, Lito. Real quick, I didn't love at all the Missi pick, but the first one I that.
Is that true?
Hey, I'm a man of time. I actually admit when I'm wrong, unlike you, Lito. But that's neither here nor there. So once you start him developing more and more and more, I think this year he's really pieced together, his touch around the rim, his footwork's a lot better. I mean, that move tonight against Victor Wembanyama where he just swept one dribble and just punched it. I mean, that was impressive. Like I see the upside here with Missi. I think he's better than I don't think he was better than Hayes. I just don't agree, Chris, with Missi for Benedict Mathurin, if that makes sense. Like what?
I just want people, anybody that's telling me, a lot of people in the chat right now, in the chat that's telling me Yves is way better than Jackson Hayes. Okay. I really want you guys to remember how well Jackson was playing to where he went from being somebody the Pelicans were going to trade to where he was off the table for the New Orleans Pelicans at the trade deadline when they went and got CJ McCollum. I really want y'all to dig back and remember this before y'all tell me that Jackson is a better player or Missi is undoubtedly a better player than Jackson Hayes. He might be today, but what do y'all think Yves me? Yo, and Yves is a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, like, can I see? Okay. Because now I'm gonna start cussing, bro. Shout out to Theos, man.
Shout out to Theos. You asked why would Chris, I think Chris, to be honest, I really don't ever like to give Chris credit, but I think he summed that up very nicely because you asked why would they trade him? And it's like, in a sense of like, where did you draft him? Right? Look at where you drafted him. Justin, remember what I tweeted? I texted you a couple weeks ago and I was like, man, I saw, this probably was a month or two ago now. I saw Yves turning the corner. And you were just kind of like, you remember the conversation?
Yeah.
All right. So at that point, to me, the light bulb went off. Is you sell high in this situation because that's crazy. Because for me, like, there's a team out there who is going to take a gamble on what they think he could be, his potential. He looks at times to be a guy who is what could he turn into, right? And for this, listen, I'm with Chris. I think wherever you put him, he's going to be successful. But for this team, what they need for him to develop, the time that they have for them to develop. See, the Pelicans they don't know what game they're playing. They still don't understand if they're in a win now game or if they're in a developmental game because they try to
win now for this year. You talking about for next year?
I think you saw a article today that said the Pelicans will be aggressive buyers at the trade deadline. Does that sound to you like a team that is trying to develop?
No, but have they already just kind of what I'm trying to ask is throw away this season and then we're just playing for next year? Or are they really trying to make the play in this year?
Do you think that the people on Airline are saying that we cannot make the play in this year? Do you think they've written off?
I'm scared to say. I'm scared to say, but like, here's my thing, Lito. We're talking about this. It doesn't matter because at this point, you're probably like, all right, let's lose and let's get a draft pick, a top 4 draft pick for next year, but we don't have a draft pick.
Yeah, that's why you.
So it's like I guess you got to go trade to win now.
That's why you. Yeah. But let me say this: Ben Mathurin is not my. That's not my.
Okay, yeah. So back to the Ben Mathurin thing. So talk about Missi, talk about Trey. Another guy that I tweeted out on X on Friday was Saddiq Bay and how just fucking awesome he is. He's a professional. I love watching him play. He's crafty. He works hard. He's a good teammate. He shoots the ball well. I love his post game. He does a lot of good winning plays for Saddiq Bay. He's on a cheap contract. I think we have him for one more year, Chris. If I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
I think we have him for one more year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another sell high candidate, Chris, is Saddiq Bay. Championship contending teams are going to want to trade for him, probably overpay for him. Do I want to see him gone? No. Do I think it's a smart move? Yes. What are your thoughts?
100%. And specifically since you put yourself in the negative by not having a draft pick for next year, Saddiq's the kind of guy who can get you a draft pick. So, they're in a weird situation where they need to get back in the draft somehow, and they also need to be aggressive in adding talent. So, we're talking about 2 or 3 different moves here. We talked about Ja Morant, we're talking about Yves Missi and Saddiq Bay. Saddiq Bay and Yves may go in the same trade, for all we know. Or maybe Jordan Poole and DeJounte Murray are next to Yves. Maybe Yves is added. We don't know. But when you start off the way that this new regime has started off, and you are in a situation when you are as bad of a team as you are, 10 games out of even being in the 10th seed, 10 games out, you got to do multiple different things here. With this roster that still has a lot of talented players or some high-end talented players, you almost got to attack this shit in multiple facets here. And I don't know how they're going to do it, but Saddiq Bay has to be one of the kind of people to where it's like, as much as you would like to keep him around, as good as he's been for this terrible team, as productive as he's been, sell high, because there might be a team. I don't know if it's the Lakers. I don't know if it's some team right now that is in a chase right now for a championship or for playoff run. Going to be like, we can use him. He can be a vital part. Fuck it, we'll give up a pick for him, or more than he's worth.
Can I play devil's advocate here?
Yeah.
All right. So what Chris just said is absolutely 100% makes sense. Like, it makes perfect sense to the logical brain, right? But if you Troy Weaver and you drafted this man out of Villanova and you seeing the guy now who you hoped he would have become.
That's a good point.
Why wouldn't you pay him money and keep him?
That's a really good point, Lino.
Maybe.
Because that would be a good GM move.
But see, he might be one of your only chips to get a draft pick. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I'm thinking about. If he's the only way for you to get into next year's draft, then you got to do Saddiq. If you can sign him to a friendly extension, great. But how else do you get? Is Missi gonna give you a draft pick?
No one's gonna overpay for Saddiq Bay in the offseason, but they will at the trade deadline.
But they will right now.
That's the key right there, Lito.
I'm not. Listen.
If you could get a first round pick for a throw in of the CJ McCollum Jordan Poole trade, that's a win.
Yeah, and specifically, like if you're not trading Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, or if you're not trading either of those two.
Oh, I don't think Zion, Herb, and Trey are. I don't think they get traded.
So yeah, if neither of those guys are being traded, as a 12-win team, you have to move something. And if you got to do it now, ultimately, if right now gives you the best value, you have to. Even if they don't do it, you got to strongly consider it.
I agree.
I'm with y'all. I'm just telling y'all. I could. I mean, stranger things have happened.
It's fair.
It's
fair. Smash like button. 350 people here. Appreciate y'all. Happy birthday again to 5.
Can we talk about Herb Jones? Can we talk? We still ain't talk about Herb.
All right, you get 10 minutes of Herb, then we're gonna go fan questions, comments.
10 minutes of Herb.
Damn it. 10. That's
a long time, bro. I mean,
go 5 minutes. I mean,
no.
Defense. Sheesh. 10 minutes.
Hey, bro. I'm just gonna say, man. Look, I know
you were gonna chime in.
You look at Herb's box score right now. Points, 4-10 shooting, 2 blocks, and it don't necessarily say a lot. Man, I think I posted this the other day. Every positive lineup for the Pelicans, every lineup, if you just add Herb Jones, you get some positive. You get positive numbers in that lineup. I don't know what it is that this man does for this basketball team. I'm not sure like what his presence is. Other, obviously defensively, but I'm talking about even you get offensive positives with Herb Jones in a stat sheet. Herb Jones is like I don't know, bro. Like you put him anywhere on the floor, he just thrives. He's a staple. He's a mainstay of this team. Like that's a guy who, in my opinion, would get you a first round draft pick. Do you trade Herb Jones? I don't know. I'm just here to give Herb his flowers and just say how invaluable he is to the Pelicans. Even though they got 11 wins, I think Herb was like they 6-6 with Herb Jones or some shit like that, or now 7-6 if I'm not mistaken. I forgot what the stat is, but Herb basically they're winning with Herb Jones. So there you go.
Yeah, he's. Do you think he gets moved at the deadline? I think Trey and Zion
What's the deal?
Are no. I think Herb's got it. If someone's going to overpay, I don't know, Lito. I don't know the deal.
That's my thing, though. What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the return for HJ? Hold on, one more thing, Justin. One more thing. If Herb Jones is here next year, if he does return, which I hope to have Herb here. Herb, bro, get your number back, bro. Enough of this number 2
know
shit,
what? I saw. Lito, I'm glad you tweeted that out. That's where it all went downhill.
Yeah,
we need number 5 back for Herb Jones. That's literally where it all went downhill. Look at the fan questions, comments. Appreciate everybody here. Make sure you smash the like button. $2. Oh, my bad. What was that?
Sure.
So super chat Shane. Appreciate you, man. Zion got a game winner over Wemby 2, and that's right. That was Wemby's rookie year. When Zion finished over Wemby, the game winner. Yeah. Leo from Allen. Justin Chris Leo, explain to me how Gobert and Bay required so many picks, yet Ja took only 1. And the Pelicans said number 12 wins. Make the deal. Your untouchables aren't included.
I'll tell y'all something.
Okay.
That's a good question.
I think it's easier. It's easier to trade. It's easier and more I think appealing more times than not trading like role players or high-end role players than it is star players. I think unless you're talking about like the top of the top, well, those guys never get traded, right? And how often, Giannis will get a ridiculous return more than likely, or maybe he won't. But I think these kind of like these role players, and it's not just Gobert and Bane. We saw Mikal Bridges get however many draft picks. We hear about, Trey Murphy, who may be, closer to a star than he is a high-end role player, but it's a big difference. And I think it's easier with that because you can fit these guys on any kind of team, any kind of setup. With Ja, it's kind of a question, right? And he has some other things that's going on. You saw what just happened with Trae Young. You talking about a dude that, and Trae, 25 and 10, almost anytime he gets on the floor. So the stat sheet tells you he's this. He just got traded for Kispert and TJ McCollum. So, and throwing the fact that he's 26, when I talk about, he's 23, 24. All, situations matter. But Ja's injury history, the fact that you can argue that he's regressed, where his game is at, how people may view him around the league, all those things kind of combine into it's like, he may be a even or a negative asset to trade for. And then once he comes to your team, the value goes, it raises. And that's what even Trae Young's will have to do in Washington. We're going to see if that happens.
Lito, this is an interesting comment here. Mel, appreciate the $2 super chat. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. PV can't be getting more minutes than Fears. So I just went and looked at the box score, right? So PV played 18 minutes, Fears played 16. Obviously, this coaching staff, Borrego especially, is looking to win games. I'm not saying it's not a shot at Jeremiah Fears, but I feel like Borrego feels like Micah Peavy gives this team a better chance to win on the defensive side of the ball than Jeremiah Fears. Tonight, they hold the Spurs to 95 points. Peavy gets more minutes than Fears. Do you? Because I also kind of agree with Melo though. Like we need Jeremiah Fears going through the highs and lows of the NBA season, but you also have a coach staff that wants to win. Do you think this could be a problem moving forward? Do you see Fears' minutes going down? I guess, what are your thoughts on that?
Shout out to Melo. Great question. I think I don't think every situation is black and white. I think that it's all situational. I mean, Peavy didn't give you a whole lot tonight offensively. Defensively, was he there? Did you feel like Michael Peavy? Did y'all feel like Michael Peavy had an impact defensively?
I didn't think he was bad.
What about Fears? Did you feel like defensively he had any?
Fears always struggles defensively, but he gives you offensive punch. He goes 4 of 9 from the field, 8 points.
So that's kind of my point. You had 2 dudes who gave you 24 points, and a third who gave you 17. So you didn't really need scoring per se. You needed to get stops.
Yeah.
So I think situationally, if you take that into context, it matters.
That's a good point. Appreciate the super chat, Mello. Chris, are y'all excited for the New Orleans East lineup of Ja, Fears, Trey, and Zion?
Love it, dog. The city, the city gonna love that, man. People gonna be out there. It's gonna be good for a lot of the kids, man. Like Ja.
And Ja be traded right around Mardi Gras too.
Yeah, man. From this, y'all know how y'all know how they used to say that that Drew Brees kept crime low in the city. When Drew Brees had a good game and the Saints won, it just had an amazing effect on crime. That's what it's gonna be like with Ja. You know what I mean? I think for a dude that ain't been to a finals, he a lot of people's favorite player, a lot of kids' favorite player, a lot of people that's young. He's already connected to the city. So if Fears is still a Pelican, hopefully, I'm sure that Fears is, of course, Ja, somebody that he looks up to, right? So you might have that relationship. Maybe he's able to impact Fears in the right way, and mentor him, because I don't know the ways that Ja has or hasn't mentored some of the younger players that's come through Memphis. But like New Orleans wise, bro, match made in heaven, for all I'm concerned. Shout out to the East, man.
Allen Legacy, Coach Justin, if we get Ja, how do you think you can play Trey and Zion and John LaFleur with them? Lito and I talked about this, and Jared, I think the amount of rim pressure you're going to generate with Ja and Zion, I think would be major. Now, does that collapse the defense? No, absolutely not. Rim.
I didn't say nothing.
Debatable. Guess the way they attack the rim. There we go.
I'm telling you, Justin Rayman. Justin's fucking Rayman, dog.
It's just rim, bro. It's just such a generic term in basketball. It's just rim pressure. It's really not that big of a deal. But anyways, will that lead out to spray outs for Trey? I don't know. I think John Zion could honestly collapse a defense where Trey can just operate and play off them.
Yeah, and neither one of them. See, and this is a situation where, right, you complain about Zion not shooting, you complain about Ja not shooting good enough, but the way that he will shoot, but the amount of times that they will get to the rim, right? Yeah. Defenses they got to take that into account, leaving shots for Trey, leaving shots for Saddiq or whoever else is on the perimeter. For the Pelicans, I think drives per game, you got to take that into account. I mean, teams are looking at that. So it's like this, right? Certain guys, they might pump fake, right? And you might not bite on it because you understand you're not driving the basketball. That was iffy?
No. I was just saying here.
No, Chris looked at me like I said something crazy. Go ahead, Justin.
Well, no, I was just talking about John not shooting. So last year he averaged 5.7 3-point attempts on 31%. This year he's shooting 4.5 at 23%, which is terrible, obviously.
Woof.
Good Lord. But what's great about this, Lito, is where I think he can make up for misses in his 3-point shooting is the way he gets to the free throw line. Yeah. Gets there 6 times a night and shoots at a 90% clip. So like Ja Morant is just, he's just a guy, he's gonna get 5 threes a night. 2 for 5 would be great. And he's going to get to the line 6 times. He's also averaging 8 assists. He averaged 7.5 last year, 8. Like, he's a good player. Like, the talent's there. And then you pair him with Trey. Like, that's a fun trio, man. Maybe off Queen to like maybe Ja Morant, Derek Queen. Like, that's a fun like combo. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot there. I think they'll be fine with Ja Morant. What, Chris?
Ja and Queen.
John Queen.
Ja got motion.
John Missi.
Yeah, Ja got motion. I think that, for all the talks about, about fit, which are fair, New Orleans ain't a place that gets to talk about fit when it comes to acquiring talent. You can talk about fit when it comes to how you put together a roster. Yes. You know what?
Really
We've seen it.
Bosco.
Oh, we know. We know Bosco, because every time he come to New Orleans, he close that bitch out. He don't lose in the city. That's something else. I tell you, and that's another thing. They will not lose another home game ever again if Ja's a Pelican. Won't happen.
Yeah.
So, I'm all for it, bro. You don't get these chances often, bro. You gotta.
Another good question from here, Lita. Another good question from Alan. If we got Ja, how would he possibly impact and influence Jeremiah in ways Poole may not be?
He a point guard. Let's start there. He a point guard. And they like the same music. Right. They both got some similar mentalities. Neither of them are known for their ability to shoot, but their biggest asset is their driving ability. They're finishing at the rim. All those things.
I mean, yeah, to add on what Chris just said, right? Ja's a high flyer, Fears isn't. But like Ja has a decent floater. He can influence that. He can influence Fears maybe his shot profile around the rim, how to get a shot, over bigger players, or how to, play through contact. I think it's a lot he can learn. I mean, Ja's what, a two-time All-Star? 1-2-time? I know he was a one-time, but I mean, Ja's for all his, faults. I mean, that Memphis team was like a series away from the finals. So,
and he's been consistently in the playoffs as well. Like, you gotta also like give him credit for that as well. Like, he's been consistently in the playoffs. Typically, Ja Morant led teams or Ja Morant teams are going to be playing, later in April. And I think the last time what he was in the playoffs, they were going against OKC, and then he got hurt in game 1.
Yeah.
I remember. And then
it's kind of crazy. That kind of crazy. Yo, I understand the whole like who needs Fears, who needs Ja when you have Fears. I understand where you're coming from, bro. Like I really do. Like I don't feel like nobody here saying we giving up on Fears. But like you don't get a lot of shots to get like a true talent like a Ja Morant, somebody who,
especially the Pelicans.
That's what I'm saying. You got to realize where you at. You know what I'm saying? What you up against?
And that would embrace everything about coming to New Orleans. Like, it ain't foreign him playing in the city. He'd actually want to be here. He would be a part of, I'm sure, embrace rebuilding. It's a second stop. It's a reality check for him. It's a new start for him. And he get to play with somebody that he been hooping with since he was kid. Somebody, that seems to have a decent relationship with in Zion. They come from the same city. I mean, they just, hey man. I think there's a lot of dots that connect there that would just make that work. And that's why I actually thought about the Boogie thing. Like when you would think, it's like, so y'all remember like during that time, the other player that the Pelicans were being talked about trading for when they traded for Boogie was Paul George.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like Paul George would have a connection. But Boogie, it felt like, it would actually work. It would be a little different. Him and AD have a relationship. They would end up playing well. He played in Sacramento. He's from he's from Alabama. So, you got that element. So that was one. And if he don't get hurt, he probably ultimately ends up resigning. And he invested in being in New Orleans, being at Mardi Gras, all those different things. Those are things that Ja would do.
From day one, he was bought in day one.
All right, last one. Hey, it's Liam. $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Hey, can y'all explain the 2027 pick swap situation for me? So, go ahead, Liam.
I got it. Actually, I saw this question. I started making notes. All right, so let me break this down for you.
Okay.
Milwaukee does not control its 2027 first round pick. The Pelicans control it from the Drew Holiday trade. So, but it's not as simple as they just get the pick in a situation. It's a pick swap with protections. All right. So to give further context on that, this is how it works. In 2027, the Pelicans can choose to swap their own first round pick with Milwaukee's. If the Bucks are worse than the Pelicans, New Orleans takes the Bucks pick. If the Bucks are better, then no swap happens and the Pelicans keep their own pick.
Does that get deferred to 2028 or no?
I don't know if it. Let me see. Oh, hold up. One more thing. It is top 4 protected. It is top 4 protected.
The Buck swap is?
Yes. So that means, again, context. If Milwaukee it's just trash and lands out and the Pelicans can't take the pick, right? If it lands top 4. Instead, the pick gets rerouted to your question, Justin, or delayed. So I'm gonna say yes, it can get delayed.
So it gets delayed. Yeah, it probably delays to 2028, which they're bad again. But is it then protected? So,
but right, is Giannis gone? Like, is Giannis out?
Yeah, a lot of questions. Yeah. All right.
What's up, my dog? I ain't seen my dog in a minute.
My dog's here. What's up, my dog? Anything else?
Nah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Say, bro, man, yo, we gotta talk about some shit, man. Listen, man, I had some shit wrong, bro. Like, man, this morning I wasn't feeling good. I woke up and I wasn't feeling good, man. So I knew it was gonna be a long day. Son, I thought I took some Dayquil. Bro, I fucked around and took NyQuil. Son, NyQuil is real. That bitch had me sleep out like 30 minutes. I was out.
How'd you take the...
Man, I used to know a girl and her nickname was NyQuil.
She night?
How'd you take the wrong medicine?
What you mean? It's like all I saw was Quill. I just saw Quill.
It's orange and purple. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
But I saw Quill. I didn't have time to diagnose.
So you didn't
the colors?
You didn't think to be like, hey, this could be NyQuil? Like, that didn't go through.
No, I had a headache and I was feeling sick, so I took a Quill.
So you couldn't go with that. You couldn't just go with Advil. You could just go with your.
It wasn't a Quill.
Your Sunday starter.
Now
Advil.
you going somewhere else.
No.
And
every day I'm hustling.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like NyQuil, bro. 30 minutes, son. Like, that shit was incredible.
NyQuil's wild.
I had no idea NyQuil was that real. That was my first time ever quilling.
Wait, that's your first time taking NyQuil?
Yeah, bro. I don't take medicine. I don't take medicine, bro.
I didn't. Oh, so you took that? That's impressive.
Yeah, NyQuil had me sleep. Yeah.
Shout out to NyQuil. All right, smash the like button. We'll see. When do we play next? Monday?
Tuesday.
Play Tuesday?
Yeah.
Cool.
Lito, something wrong with you, bro.
What you mean, bro?
Like you're not right. You're not like I'm not gonna say mentally, bro, but like something. Yeah. Mentally, something's not right. There's so many different signs when you're picking up a bottle of medicine, specifically NyQuil and Dayquil, because even if you see the Quill, there's so many other stop signs there. Bro. The colors are different. Steve. One is orange. One is orange. You know why it's orange? Because it wants you to know that it's for earlier in the day. And the other one is purple because you know why? They want you to know it's for nighttime.
See, this what you not.
But wait, though.
Go ahead.
You don't get to speak.
Then it says on the bottle, and I know you can read because you wear glasses. On the bottle, it says Dayquil in big bold letters. It ain't even like the letters, the letters large, dog. Day, night.
Yeah.
And you've been and here's the last part. You've been on this earth, dog, 40 years.
Yeah.
Long time. You too old and too tall to be making them mistakes, bro.
I don't take medicine, bro.
I understand. I know you've been living a long life, bro, being up there in the clouds. But I'm telling you, it's no excuse. You can't be making these mistakes because what happens the next time? What happens the next time when you take the wrong thing,
bro,
and you can't pod because you sleep?
I was quilled up, son. I was quilled. Say, bro, no, the lights was off though. I had a migraine, son. I didn't even have the lights on. I just saw quill in the cabinet.
Was it the pills or was it?
No, it was the liquid.
How you wait
in the show?
I drunk the
so
quill,
wait, let
bro.
me wait. I have an important question. I got an important question. Did you measure it out in the cup or did you just?
No, I ain't measure that shit. I drunk that shit. That's not. I was like, quill that.
Like you know what this like? You know what this like? When Shannon Sharp accidentally posted that video on Instagram, him having relations, and everybody was like, "You know how many steps you got to go through to go live on IG? Like it's one page after another. You gotta hit like 3-4 buttons before you finally there. So it's hard for it to be an accident. This the same shit. It's so many different things you got to do to accidentally take the wrong quill.
Hey, bro.
We gonna get you the help,
now.
bro.
Yeah. I feel good now. I feel good, bro.
You'll have the
shot the 5. I ran 5 miles.
I ran
5 miles after that. Shot the 5.
We'll see y'all Tuesday. Smash like button later. Leo, did you?